This week I read Rule Breaker by Nikki. This was recommended to me through a Facebook ad. I was kind of like scrolling through, like, ooh, that looks interesting. Clicked on the link. Already had it, so I was like, all right, let me read it. Because I already had the Kindle link. So you have so it's college. Just a heads up, it's a college romance, football romance, sports romance. V is a fitness instructor going to college to become a physical therapist. And then Soren is going to school to play football. He is taking classes for a business major because his parents don't support the football. And he wants to just play football and potentially go and get drafted to play for a professional team. So he comes from money, but his parents are pretty much like, no, we're only going to give you money, pay for your things if you go get this business degree. So he's doing that and playing football. V works hard for all of her money. She goes to a party and gets into a little bit of trouble where she slightly hurt Soren's, I want to say rival. They're on the same team, but they're going for the same position. So rival, who also comes from money. His hand, not much, just a slight, but he gets really pissed off. And because he also comes from money, and his family has a little bit of power at the college, he kind of gets her kicked out of her housing. In a way. So Soren decides to swoop in to save the day and it's like, no, you can come live with me. I have a second guest room. But in order for you to do that, I need something from you. I need you to pretend to be my fake girlfriend. So we also have fake dating involved as well. She decides, yes, I'm going to do it. He also is like, well, you'll be protected from, I think his name's James. I forget. But you'll also be protected. They won't bug you. Okay. But it doesn't quite work out. The fake dating works out very well for them. But the protection does not, because she's getting notes that are kind of harassing her. Not that she shares them with him, of course. So that turns into a thing. But she is very supportive of his career and will speak up to his family members. It's actually quite hilarious how she does it too. Because she kind of sneakily does it the first time she meets his parents. And then the second time she's like flat out like, no, you raised a great guy. He's amazing at football. You should be supporting him, and then walks out. I really did enjoy this book, and I'm in fact reading the second in the series right now. So the only thing that it's not an issue per se, but when I was reading it, I was like, are you sure this is the first in the series? Because there was so many references of what happened to his best friend and the girl he's dating, that was like, they had to have a book. I don't know if there was like a prequel book or this is a book from a different series, but every time I looked, I was like, no, this is the first book in the series. But it kept referencing a lot of that, so I was still a little lost and confused, and I was like, I feel like I should have read that book first, but I wouldn't have known that it existed because this is the first book in the series. So I do want to go and see if I can find that book, if it's part of a different series or if it's like a novella prequel or something like that, and read that so I could see what happened there, because I think it'd be really important and kind of help me understand some of the other things that were going on in the background. I'm not going to spoil anything more than that. You're just going to have to read it for yourself. So that is my review. Happy reading.